Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Breachway, shall we? This is a game that I've been interested in checking out. There's a demo available on Steam, and I will put a link in the description below so you can check out the Steam page, wishlist it if you're interested. It's still in development, and I'm going to be playing on like an experimental build just to get a feel for it, but I'm excited to see what it's all about, so we're going to dive in for our first run. A sudden jolt awakens you as you hear the distinct beeping of doors opening. As reality creeps back in, you slowly recognize your surroundings, the cramped confines of your quarter on the Atlas. Lena Starling says, "Hey, wake up. The captain wants to see us on the command deck. He seems pretty agitated, and you look groggy as hell. So just let me do the talking. Head over to the command deck." There's an unusual flurry of activity as you enter the command deck. The captain, studying the data feed on one of the consoles, beckons the two of you over. Captain Quinn says our infrared sensors detected a large explosion in Solari space, right where one of their research stations is located. Whatever they were up to, looks like it didn't go as planned. Lena Starling says, "So this might be our big break then. A chance to turn this scavenging mission around and not go home empty-handed?" "Could well be," says the captain. "We're closer to the station than any of the Solari fleets in the system. We can't risk approaching with the Atlas, however, as it would be picked up by fleet scanners and we'd be done for. A small ship like the Magpie, though, launched at our current speed, could get there undetected. It'll run on minimal reactor capacity, using only maneuvering thrusters for flight path adjustments." Lena says, "With all due respect, sir, the fireworks will likely attract other scavengers by the time we get there. Which is why the lieutenant here is tasked with protecting the Magpie in case things go south," says the captain. "I'll assemble a team while you make the necessary preparations. Report to the docking bay in 30 minutes. Prepare to head out." This sounds totally safe. No problem. Alright, ship selection. This is the ship status screen. You can view statistics such as number and types of hardpoints, starting equipment, and crew. Each piece of equipment contains a few starting cards and has capacity to add more cards as you play. Equipment requires an assigned crew member to function. Alright. Oh, so is it kind of like FTL? We're going to select a Magpie, a compact vessel equipped with an industrial laser cutter and a set of robotic arms perfectly suited for scavenging missions. Sweet. Tristan Singh says, "Alright, if we just follow the nav points I laid out, we should be at the wreckage in about 2 days, and then we rendezvous back with the Atlas. We just stick to the asteroid belt as much as we can to avoid detection. Easy. I really don't see why the captain decided to put you in charge of my ship." "Watch your tone," says Lena. "While we're on this mission, this is your new captain." Ivan says, "Come on now, we got a mission to do. You could fight all you want once we're back on the hauler." Soon things settle down and everyone is in their assigned post. Time to start familiarizing yourself with the ship's command console. Continue. Okay. I guess I start here? Or no, here I am. And no, this is maybe me. I'm going here. I have 50 squares or cubes and 100 money, I guess. So I'm going to move up. Your console flashes a warning indicating combat near your flight path. Not long after, the infrared sensors flare up as a ship explodes. The remaining ship changes course, heading in your direction. Now wait a second. There's no way their sensors spotted us. We've been running cold for almost a day now. Just our luck then. Their flight path will take them right within radar detection range. Prepare combat protocols. Darn. They're coming for us. Introduction. This is your hand of cards, displaying the actions you can take each turn. Each card requires resources to play. Shown is the number in the lower part of the card. Oh, okay, so it's a deck builder. Or at least a card game. This is your resource panel. The colored energy next to the icon indicates your current energy. The white number shows your energy income at the start of the next turn. Resources carry over between turns. Oh, we got the ice cream cone. Great. Enemy actions are based on their equipment. Each piece of equipment has a card slot indicating the next action. Cards gain 1 pip each turn. When all pips are filled, the card's border turns white, signaling that it will be played next turn. Alright, so they've got a shield and a laser. You play cards by dragging and dropping them over the crosshair region. Attack the enemy by playing 2 slice cards, to advance. Okay, so I've got these slice cards. It says a laser deals 4 damage. Well, the game looks great. I love this, like, cutaway, between the 2 ships, because we're far away, but it's kind of like a comic book view. And this will take 3 energy, of which we have 6, and deal 4 damage. So we can just smack them. We cut them up. And, okay, the hull is the cube, and so they have a hull of 20. We have a hull of 50. So we'll hit them again. Press the end turn button to advance to your enemy's turn. Alright. So they got some pips. They're going to laser us. Defense. Shields are your primary defense, with each shield point blocking 1 damage. Shields have at the start of each turn, so deploy shield cards just before an enemy attack for maximum effectiveness. Okay. The enemy ship is about to attack. Play a block card to prevent hull damage from the enemy's upcoming attack. Okay, so I do have a block card that only costs 2.
You are now shielded.
You're darn right I'm shielded. Cooldown. After playing a card, it moves to the cooldown pile. Cooldown duration is indicated by the number next to the refresh icon on the card. Once it's off cooldown, it returns to your draw pile. Press the tab key or click the card status UI for an overview of cards in your draw pile, in your hand or on cooldown. Okay. Alright, so I could put target lock on, but these say cooldown, and I only have 2 energy anyway. So I guess we just end the turn. Now they blasted us, but our shields picked it up. Persistent effects. Persistent effects on your ship appear above your card hand. Some effects last for a set amount of turns, while others have an upkeep condition you have to meet each turn to maintain the effect. Okay. So target lock has an upkeep of play at least 1 attack per turn to keep it going. Now I have 6 energy, so I can target lock and then slice, and it gives you +1 damage, so I should definitely do it. It's going to be shielding this turn, but it's still worth dropping this and attacking it. Because we actually attack before its shield goes into effect, and this is my target lock persistent effect. So it's shielding. Sure. Okay. Now, it's going to laser me. I can slice, but it will be picked up completely by its block. However, if I don't slice, my target lock will drop away. And block, it will be halved next turn. So there is that, but I'm going to go ahead and do both. I'm going to go ahead and just...
Enemy shields down.
Take its shield. Oh, it only shielded for 4 anyway. So, we're going to block. Full block. This ship is fighting all the way till the end. Now, it has 4 health, and we can do 5, so let's just do it. Cut through it. Explosion. Our rewards are 25 big ones. We'll take it. Ivan says, the area is starting to get pretty lively. We should expect more combat on our approach to the station. Looks like we're not the only ones stupid enough to raid a Solari facility. I love how Ivan's just like, the captain on the ship, Captain Quinn, is a jerk. He risked our lives. Lena says, too late to hide our presence now, asking for permission to restore the reactor's ordnance protocol. That should allow us to squeeze some more power out of it. It'll also improve our laser's photon output. Permission granted. Override the cutter's safety protocols. We need more firepower. That's right. Now we do more damage? Aye, Captain. That should enable it to emit concentrated laser pulses. Won't be a military-grade laser, but it'll be close. Proceed. You now have access to the Ordnance resource. Ordnance is the main resource for attacks. Open your ship status screen now to inspect your resource area. Okay. You have one unallocated reactor power. Left-click on the Ordnance resource to add extra reactor to it. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Okay. So I could choose how my layout is. So that's kind of like the FTL element where you have people on different modules within the ship, different stations that contribute to the results in combat, and then we have this ordnance and energy. You can redistribute reactor power between your resources at any time. Right-click on energy twice to remove 2 power from it. Left-click to add 2 power to ordnance. So this means I get less energy per turn, but I get more damage, I guess? Your power distribution should be as indicated below. Okay. To close the ship status screen, click on this button again. Well, I don't really want to do that, though. Alright, so now our ordnance is really high, but we regenerate very few energy per turn. Alright. And we're going to go to the next waypoint. Tristan says, we got a ship closing in on an attack vector. Looks like pirates. Prepare protocols. Man, they really want to fight us. What a bunch of jerks. Resource redistribution. You can redistribute reactor power at any time. Right-click on a resource type to remove 1 power unit. Left-click to add. This lets you shift your resource income to suit your needs. Warning, adding a power to a resource generates heat. Heat changes take place after playing the next card. Oh, okay, so you got to be careful. Ships have a heat resistance and dissipation value. Resistance is the amount of heat a ship can safely sustain before overheating. Okay. Dissipation is the amount of heat removed at the end of each turn. Every point of overheat deals 1 hull damage at the start of your turn. Ouch. Alright. So, if I want to redistribute, I could do more damage to this guy. Now, this guy is going to attack me right now, so I should block. But I'm going to redistribute so I actually have... No, I can block and beam sweep. Yeah. Now, I could redistribute everything if I want to target lock as well, but then I'd have no more energy regeneration, which seems like a bad idea. No, wait. I'm looking at this 5 number. The energy is down here. So I'm actually, let's see. This takes 3 ordnance and 2 energy. This takes 2 energy. Oh no, I have enough. I was thinking this takes 3 energy, but that's the old laser. Now we're talking about 2 different resource types. Okay, so... this is fine. So we'll give him the laser. And we put the burn on him. So the burn that we put on ignites them and puts heat on them and will block their pulse. So if they were to try to redistribute, which I don't know if they ever would. Oh god. Enemies charging up heavy blast. We need to take out that laser. Oh, cool. You could do precision attacks to take out a specific enemy piece of equipment. So it very much is, I keep referencing FTL by the way. If you've never played FTL, Faster Than Light, it's a real-time roguelike space battler. I have a complete beginner's guide and a let's play of that game on my channel if you're interested in seeing what that game's about. This is a space battler and a roguelike, but it's a deck builder. So it's like changing some of those elements into turn-based card game mode. And cards with the precision icon, like the laser pulse, are precision attacks that can target specific enemy equipment. Drag and drop these cards over an enemy equipment or card in the UI or over a piece of equipment on the ship model to attack it. Okay, great. Each enemy piece of equipment has a durability value indicated by the icon with the shield. I wondered what that meant. So when it hits 0, it breaks and it prevents any further actions. Enemy equipment is automatically repaired in 3 turns. The durability damage from precision cards is indicated by the X shield icon. Okay, cool. You can right-click to discard unwanted cards, freeing up a slot for a new draw next turn. That's nice. Discarded cards go on cooldown just as if being played. Consider discarding cards that are not useful in the next few turns. Okay. So, like, target lock isn't going to help me necessarily. Like, I'd rather have a block next turn, so I'm going to discard that. And then if I play both of these laser pulses, I can't play both. I can only play one. But you'll see that we'll be able to do enough damage to their laser here before it charges. So I just drag this up, blast that. It's got 4 health left. I will gain enough ordnance next turn to play this. So I'll just end the turn with spacebar. Discarding cards, you can right-click to discard cards. Right, okay. So now they're going to hit me. No, they're going to shield, actually. So I'm going to laser pulse this to take it offline. So that thing is gone, and it takes 3 turns to repair. It looks like, though, it doesn't lose its pips. So it will, you know, be ready to go very soon. Now, I don't need block because they are only going to be shielding. So we'll just go ahead and get rid of that and end the turn. So they put up a shield for 4. Fine. And we will beam sweep them.
Enemy shields down.
Shields down. And we're going to discard our blocks. Okay. And we could take down their shielding system if we really wanted to. But I don't think we need to. I think we just hit them right here with this. They take a bunch. And, yeah, we're pretty good. They're going to repair this. But all we really need to do is hit them one more time. So I'm going to discard everything to try to draw any kind of attack card. Oh god, and we didn't. What a cruel world. Maybe I should have kept Laser Pulse. Let me look. Like, Laser Pulse, I guess it... I was thinking it only had a precision attack, but it probably had just a regular hull attack that I should have used. So, this is bad. I'll target... Do I want to target lock? I guess so. This could help give us a chance to kill them next turn. And we'll discard that. So they have 4 defense on, and they're going to attack us for 10. But Laser Pulse... No, it does only do precision damage. We will deal 6 damage and ignite them. We're going to take a bunch of damage right here. I don't know if there's anything I could have done about that.
Enemy shields down.
I guess I just have to take my lumps. Alright. We win, but I didn't play that perfectly. Okay, combat rewards. Click on the flashing subsystem to add it to your cargo bay. Cool. So we got an infrared emitter. Any attack from this weapon that deals hull damage adds +1 heat. Nice. And we also got these rewards. Lena says, Captain, we should hook up the mass refiner module to the reactor. It's crucial for improving our reactor's power output and strengthening the Magpie shield system. It was originally meant for deflecting dust and minor asteroids, not high-powered lasers. I can modify it to suspend high-density particles in its magnetic field, diffusing laser beams and absorbing kinetic force. This improves defense but requires mass. Permission granted. We also salvaged a functional subsystem from that ship. I'm sure we could put it to good use. Might help us get out of this place in one piece. I'll be claiming that as reparations for my ship when we're back on the Atlas. The Magpie will need a new coat of paint once this is all over. Alright, reactor upgrades. You can upgrade your reactor with credits you gather on your journey. To upgrade your reactor, open the ship status screen. Click on the upgrade button below the reactor icon. Each upgrade gives you 1 extra reactor power. You now have access to the mass resource used for upgrades and repairs. Add your upgraded power unit to the mass by left-clicking on its resource area. Okay. Subsystems. Subsystems enhance compatible equipment and their cards with various effects. Drag and drop the subsystem from the cargo bay onto your modified cutter for application. Okay? Only one subsystem of the same type can be added to an equipment. Cool. So I need to buy this and then put that there so we get the extra power to field this. So now everything is going to, because of the infrared emitter, the beam sweeps will just add extra heat, which will come into play, I'm sure. The remains of the station are in view. Things seem quiet, but the tension in the crew is palpable. Judging by the infrared emissions, there should be still some functional equipment we can salvage in that section over there. Circle around the wreckage and attack for advantage. Our first attack deals 3 damage, or move closer to get a better read. Combat training. Wait, look at that fluctuation in those readings. I bet you a week's rations that there's a ship lying to wait to spring an ambush. Prep the laser, and let's go around to get a jump on them. Yeah, prep the laser. This guy, so this crew member was able to give us a bonus. So your crew affects also combat. Crew members have abilities you can activate during combat. To inspect crew abilities, hover over a crew member's portrait. Abilities do not use regular resources. Instead, they cost command points and have a cooldown after use. Your command point capacity is determined by the amount of crew on board, plus 3 max command points per crew member. Alright, so, ambush. So we get an extra damage. Now this ship looks like it has some shields on it already, which is unfortunate. And they're going to hit us for 4. So I don't know what kind of ambush I really got, but we're going to just hit them.
Enemy shields down.
And we ignited them for 3, so they did take some heat damage right there. And then we'll block. No, that's not a block, that's a target lock. Dear God. I mean, do I really need an extra power? Can't I just... Or an extra mass? Do I need that? Can I just right-click on this and... Nah, it just helps my generation in the next turn. I'm going to do this to get extra energy. If I wanted... I should have used target lock first if I wanted that, but I really don't. I'm just going to discard it. Alright, so they're going to hit us for 4 damage.
Incoming missile.
Delayed attacks. Incoming enemy missile. You can track missiles in the lower left part of the screen above your hull points. Missiles have a delay of 1 or more turns before they hit. You can defend against missiles by playing shield cards or shooting them down with special missile defense cards. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to, first of all, we can just block it.
Shields up, Captain.
Indeed. Oh, block cards take mass. Okay. So I'm going to add heat by going back to my previous distribution. We cut through them a ton, and their heat is really high, so we're going to start doing a lot of damage to them. Alright, so... Unfortunately, I don't really want to laser pulse any of their systems. I'm just going to block,
Shields up, Captain.
and I'm going to drop these and just try to get lasers to put on them. I don't have enough to block and beam sweep, but I do have 1 shield remaining. I'm going to beam sweep instead of... Ah, man, I take so much damage this turn, though. Alright, I'll save my beam sweep and play it next turn. This ship never shields, which is pretty wild. I need to change my allocation. I don't need as much of the ordnance. I'm going to take damage right here because I have to actually start doing damage to hurt them. It's just not... I'm not keeping up with it.
Missile.
Okay, so this turn I can play both beam sweep and block. So they took some extra damage here. And then we'll block.
Shields up, Captain.
We're still going to get hit, though. I could blast... Oh, no, wait, I should have... I had enough... I forgot this didn't take energy laser pulse, so that's the advantage. I think I might have been able to precision fire that rocket and not get hit right there.
Shields up, Captain.
Let's find out. So can I shoot the rocket? No. Well... I could kill that, which is good enough. Alright, and we got a missile rack of our own. Sweet. Add it. And pick a card to add to your equipment. Oh, cool. We got a new card. Ammo dump. Gain 4, deplete. Raise shield. If you don't have shields, add 12 and add 1 duration. Otherwise, add 6 shield points. Cool. Blinding Pulse. Deal 4 damage next turn. Enemies deal -2. I'll take this. 4 energy is just ridiculous, though. I think I'm actually going to take ammo dump instead, because what this will allow me to do is reconfigure my loadout so that I will get more. I'm going to get more energy per turn, but less ordnance. Morale determines the rate at which your command points recharge entering a node. Some choices and events can affect crew morale temporarily or permanently. All area clear, no further hostiles. Deploying a recon drone for visual sweep of the wreckage. Look behind that plating. That black box is the station's main data storage and backup unit. It's bound to have a lot of valuable research data we can sell. Who knows what they were cooking up here? Are you out of your mind? If the Solari catch wind of us stealing that, we're as good as dead. We need a new air recycling and ventilation system back at the station, don't we? This is why we went on this scavenging run in the first place. This will bring in enough credits for all that and more. Ivan says, enough squabbling. We've got a limited window before the hostiles arrive. Our orders were to retrieve all valuable salvage, so let's get to work. Begin the operations. The crew quickly works to retrieve the black box and fill the Magpie's cargo bay with any valuable salvage they can find. After your work is done, you set course for the rendezvous point with the Atlas. Equipment. Once your ship stats UI screen, or open it to inspect your salvaged equipment and install it on your ship. Okay. So drag the equipment over here. So we got a missile rack and put it in the appropriate hard point. This will cost an extra card slot. Ooh, wow. And the cards from that equipment... Oh, no, it adds a card slot. And the cards from that equipment to your deck while in combat. Nice. Okay. So this is going to give us the Star Flare, which does cost 2 ordnance. So we might actually want to keep this loadout. This is fine. So mass is for defense, ordnance is for attack, and energy is for pretty much everything. I don't have enough to buy a new slot. But now we've got a pretty full ship with all kinds of different modifications, and we're rocking and rolling. Everyone, I think this is a great first look at Breachway, and I'd love to know what you guys think of this game so far. It's a sweet mix of, like, you know, turn-based card game and FTL. And I'm wondering, have you played the demo? Have you seen stuff about this game? Are you interested in seeing more? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about Breachway. I'm going to put links to the Steam page so you can check it out. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Take care.